Hello everyone and welcome back to Newtype Netplay. My name is Rosin. I have some more MBON match footage here for all of you to enjoy. This was again all the way from that closed beta period, all the way back in end of April around. So we're still in the first arc here. We're still in the closed beta arc, or saga, whatever you want to call it. I'll run out of footage of that eventually, don't you worry. But then we're gonna move on to the open beta footage, and then after that the full game release. So. Got a while yet, but this episode, I remember, I put the clips together for this one, God, months and months back, but you're going to see a mix of me playing around with friends and, you know, a nice variety of matches. Me playing with friends, and also I decided to include in this episode a fair number of my losses, just because I thought if this series was going to be something kind of chronicling my experience with MBON, I should include the growing pains of learning this game and not being good at it. You know, I'm still not good at it. I still lose. I think I'd say I lose more than I win at this point with the current player base. Part of that is because I'm always experimenting around with suits. I think I probably could do a little bit better as a player if I just stuck to, you know, the mains I want to learn and all that. But I keep jumping around, and almost every time I play a session, I'm learning new suits or trying to learn a different suit or whatever. And learning suits, both when you're fighting against them and when you're fighting as them, is a big part of this game, obviously. As you can see there, I severely underestimated the range of Sai Saichi's Dragon Gundam, and I lost the round because of that, unfortunately. And yeah, I died twice, not a good feeling. So that was just a really bad match on my part, especially. So, yeah, I figured that it would be good for me to have a video like this where I include some of those close games that we ended up losing, or games where I just felt I played terribly, and just kind of showed those off, and not just all of the highlights, because eventually that's what the series is going to become. Not even going to bullshit. There just became a point where it's like, oh, let me take all my cool matches that I'm really proud of and include them in a video or whatever. And trust me, that's not to say that I'm not trying. You know, I do look back every now and again at my losses and try to figure out what went wrong and try to piece together how I could improve. And you know, that's going to be part of the reason for this series too. Even the matches that I am proud of, I'm going to be able to look back at all of these and have to talk over them and kind of figure out ways I could have maybe done better, or situations that went bad for me that I could maybe learn from and all that too. So it's all about growing at the end of the day, but I figured it'd be cool to show off a few matches from my MBON infancy where I really didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And again, I feel like I always obligatorily have to say I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm a lot better now. I just whiffed this here, so that was a terrible place for me to say I really love the super, but I really love the High Nu super. I just love that it protects you with the funnel shield. The High Nu funnel shield is actually just way cooler, in my opinion, than the new Gundam's funnel shield, too. I don't know if that's just me, but I don't know. Overall, I just like the High Nu's design a lot. I can't wait for the real grade that I believe is coming out. Yeah, it's coming out this summer, I want to say, and of course the Nightingale's high grade that's going to accompany it too. So, really good stuff. This is going to be a good year for Gunpla, but I can't talk about Gunpla. What I should talk about is how I started firing that bazooka way too early. That was very bad of me. Now here, because Johnson died and I was at low HP, I really should have backed off. I was not paying attention to the bars at all, and yeah, I put myself in a bad situation. I should have started immediately going into evasive maneuvers there and let Johnson front, and I wasn't paying attention, and just in the span of seconds I lost us that game, so that was unfortunate. I think I did better than that first round that I included in this batch of footage, but, you know, still didn't play great there. And here on the enemy team, despite the PSN being Sammy, that's actually my pal Jake, who you may know from some of my other videos and stuff on the channel here. So, yeah, we were playing some games with him, and I'll include some games, I believe, towards the end of this video where he and I partner up. He really took to a lot of the melee suits in this game, a lot of the G Gundam stuff. I think he was playing, I think he was trying out Dragon Gundam for a bit. Actually, I think he ended up sticking with Dragon Gundam, but at first he was doing Noble Gundam. I think he did Shadow Gundam for a bit too. But yeah, he really took to a lot of the G Gundam Russian type mobile suits and stuff. He really liked that close range fun times that you can have with them, which can also be very scary. But if you're like me, a little patient with the crossbone, you use that cool flip and saber throw, you can weasel your way out of a lot of bad situations like that, thankfully. Ah, yes. There. Oh, shit. I should have supered there. Oh, well, it still hit. Well, that was kind of weird. That interrupted that super in a very weird way. Oh, wow. I'm surprised that my attack there didn't break through the... I should have really taken out that unicorn. What the fuck am I doing? I kept focusing on Jake. No, but I was surprised that beam rifle shot didn't destroy that Noble Gundam's assist there. Maybe it just looked like it should have hit it from my angle, but it was actually off target. I don't know. That was weird. At least I'm pretty sure that Noble Gundam's assist can be destroyed. I'm pretty sure every single assist type call like that can be broken. At least most of them can. And yeah, that was unfortunate. That was a real bummer. Tried to get the super there to save Johnson. Did not happen. If I had been a second faster, we could have made that work. Yeah, it looks like we had a 3-game win streak going on though, so that was pretty cool. All right, let's see what this match has in store for us. This this episode is me dealing with a lot of dedicated melee suits, especially too. Death sights are interesting in MBON because I feel like when I run into death sights online, they either don't know what they're doing at all, it feels like, or they really know what they're doing, and I'm terrified of them. I feel like there's very little in between death sights. It's one of those suits that once it clicks, it really clicks, and you start kicking ass. I could have been a lot better with Death Scythe. I tried it out, and I never felt like I really got a full grasp on it. Though, again, that was, I believe it was pretty early on when I tried out Death Scythe, so maybe if I tried it again, I would be able to take advantage of its moveset and figure out how to play it a little bit more effectively. Yeah, I'm gonna die there. Completely ate shit. Looks like we're probably gonna focus on that, well, I was aiming after this red frame. I should have been focusing on that Death Sight so we can clean out the game, but annoying this red frame so it can't go in on my PAL is probably not the worst idea in the world either. Sometimes it is possible in this game too, you know, you're so focused on trying to win the game that you tunnel vision on the person with the lowest HP, and see now they both have low HP. But sometimes you want to make sure that you're getting the partner too, so that you know, they can't end up going in and saving their partner, and then sometimes the tide of battle can just turn really fast like that. So always remember that it's a 2v2 game, and you gotta focus on both the enemies and make sure you're aware of what both of them are doing, even though, you know, the pressure is very real, or the desire to just focus in and win the game on the enemy with lower HP is always there. Got another match against Jake. Hopefully we win this one. I actually don't remember. All I remember is that I looked through this this video yesterday, I think, because I knew that this was the next one in the chamber, and I remember looking at it and going, "Oh yeah, this is the one where I included a bunch of my losses and stuff." So able to punish the landing on that Buster Gundam with the Garobi, which was pretty satisfying. Almost did the same to me, but I recovered fast enough, fortunately. Watching out. See, at least maybe part of the reason I liked the Crossbow X2 so much when I first started learning this game was that the I was saying, you know, oh shit, Ultimate Asian here just burst. What I should have done is I should have started getting the fuck out of there, because I knew he was probably going to be going for me. But instead what I did is I took my sweet time, and I think the fact that Crossbow X2 has that anti-beam cloak was part of the reason I was so drawn to it. It let me make more mistakes in a match and not feel the consequences of it. Whereas with other suits, I probably would have gotten knocked down there and trapped in a really bad spot. Trying to Garobi Jake. And again, I was not paying attention to the enemy's partner. Story of my life, at least early on like this. I think I eventually got a little bit better at that. We'll see as the series unfolds. Just trying to get Buster out of there. Yeah. Let Johnson finish off Jake. Still not super proud of my, I don't know, attack score of almost 9,000 seems pretty solid and only one death. Could have been a lot worse, but, you know, feel like I could have played a little bit smarter, but I should go easy on my past self. I was still but a baby MBON player. God, I just love Crossbone X2's saber flip thing, the saber toss so much. It just lets you fake out the enemy, they commit to an attack, you flip out of the way of it, and either the attacks, like the saber trades, or it goes through and you end up hitting the enemy when they're in a bad spot. Nope. Got cut out of my melee combo. I'm still not doing the full combo yet here, it looks like. I just went immediately into the Aura instead of canceling. And of course I cut Buster out of Johnson's combo. That was very bad of me. That was honestly a bad habit, and I'm not gonna lie, still sometimes, I know this is terrible, this is probably one of my worst flaws as a player. Sometimes I'm still not paying attention, or I'm looking at life bars more than I am the actual units, and I'll still, from afar, take shots and accidentally cut enemies out of my partner's melee combos, which is a really bad habit that I acknowledged at some point I started to get better at, but every now and again you'll still see it. Well into probably the 60s episode count-wise of this series. There will be times where I accidentally think that my partner is being comboed instead of the other way around, and accidentally cut the enemy out of my own partner's melee stuff, which is really bad of me. And unfortunately Johnson got attacked, looked like while landing there. Close game, but we're going to end up needing to hold that L. Strike Noir and ooh, this is Team Toxic right here. I don't know. Strike Noir ain't that toxic. Veil is kind of toxic at a low level. I'm saying that jokingly, but Strike Noir is a very interesting suit, very fun to play suit too. It's a lot of flips and keeping your enemy at range and flipping around them and outmaneuvering them, and it's really fun. Bale is also about outmaneuvering you, but it's more about, like, I don't know if outmaneuvering is a good way to describe Bale's playstyle. I think it's more like zigzagging around and then swooping in on you like a bird of prey, and just ruining your picnic. It's quite something. Hopefully I'm able to get some distance here. That Bale being so close to scary. Am I going to get the super? Yes. Yes, I did. Yeah, there we go. We're both trying to... I think Johnson and I were both terrified of this Veil and trying to keep him off each other's backs. And as I say that, I did a terrible job of that there. Yeah. I could feel the fear mounting in my inexperienced heart watching that, and missed the Garobi, unfortunately. Missed the saber throw. I should have been getting closer here. You can't be too afraid of Bale. You know, Bale is a suit that requires a lot of respect, but you can't be too afraid of Bale. Especially now when it's overcost, but that also means that he got nothing to lose. He's bursting. He's going in. Looks like Johnson got him. Yeah, there we go. Oof, yeah. Bale's got to be careful of that, you know? Just because you're rushing in and you got armor on a lot of your moves, that don't mean you still can't get shot in the face. So, fortunately, Johnson managed to save us on that one. That was a close match, but that was a good one. Once again, going up against a team of dedicated melee suits here. Always fun when two melee suits team up and, you know, try to make it work. It can be a very difficult thing to do, but once it works, it works. And shoutouts to Jake for hitting me with the big double, the full armor double Zeta, or as some people like to call it. though technically the Faz is a different mobile suit. It's weird. I don't know. I think nobody cares about that, and everyone just calls it Faz anyways. But shoutouts to Jake hitting me with the beam there. That was good shit. He kind of hit everyone with the beam there, so to be fair, I'm not mad. Good time. The Faz is wonderful. I love its ridiculously amazing suplex. I think that was part of the reason that Jake was drawn to it too. The fun grapples and all that, and the follow-ups. Yeah, the Faz was such a joy to play eventually when I got around to learning how to do it. And the fact that you can keep like throwing enemies up into the air and chaining over and over again the grabs if you use burst right and sidesteps properly is just wonderful. It's such a great time. I think trying to rush and finish the game there. Yeah, well, didn't need to because it turns out that Giant Beam Saber is there to save the day as well from the double Zeta. So, good job, Jake. That was a good one. Got Jake switching back to a Noble Gundam here. We'll see how this match goes. Starting to use that comm button more. I think finally figured out like, oh yeah, gotta communicate a little bit better. Even just being, you know, simple stuff like let's do this at the start of the match is just a good thing you should do. I think it's just a friendly way to say hello, or just, you know, it's a sign that you're willing to have a good attitude about the whole thing. I guess when you're playing online, I feel like a lot of the time when I'm playing people and they don't do the let's do this at the start of the match, I think about them a little bit differently. Not gonna lie, doesn't necessarily mean I think negatively about them, but it makes me feel a little, you know, makes me give them the side eye a bit. Like, are you gonna be a jerk if we end up losing? What's gonna happen here? Which is maybe unfair of me, but yeah, it's just nice to use the comms button for some stuff, just saying I'm sorry at the end of a match, or thank you, or whatever when you win, or good game, or all that. But even in match too, you want to use it to communicate as best you can. Even if that's just saying I've been taken out after you die, just so you know that the other player registers that, that's a good thing to do. It was a pretty good match for us. Whew, attack score is pretty high that game too. Alright, looks like this is the last match of the set here. Let's see how this one goes. Once again going up against the Dragon Gundam. I think this might be that same Dragon... Yep, that's the same Dragon Gundam that was bullying me and Johnson earlier in the episode. So let's see how I do with this one. I actually don't remember if I win or lose this one. So hopefully we end on a high note. We'll see. But yeah, the Dragon Gundam's flag mechanic, it basically sends out a bunch of flags, and it's very good at, well, the flags stun you. So the Dragon Gundam, when played at a, you know, good level, can do a great job of just frustrating the hell out of players and making them get in positions where they just can't move like they want to without getting stunned, and then either you manage to bait them into going away that you can attack and get a combo, or you end up baiting them into one of your flags, and then you get them stunned, and then you can follow it with the combo again. So, very tricky suits. You want to maintain some distance against that thing. I'm trying desperately to get this wing. Yeah, I managed to get the melee attack there. That was ridiculous. You saw me earlier, too. I was starting... this is something I was starting to do here, is use the chain pull that the crossbone has, and then you can follow up with the full Garobi. It's often... I believe it does less damage because of the proration on it, but you are able to at least guarantee that the Garobi's going to land when you pull them in with the chain first, so it's sometimes a little bit easier to land. And I don't know what I'm doing here. Yeah, well, it ended up working. I probably should have just went for that wing, but I saw the Dragon going in and wanted to defend Jake, so yeah, we took that one. Good job, Jake. That was a good match. We did. Yeah, I did great. So yeah, that's enough MBON for now. I'll see you next time.